From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers are 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason. They couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Marks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
A 51-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now McCarthy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. H.M. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On play action, McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newton. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. McCarthy off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches. The Jets, 6-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
To the air with McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
1st and goal, Miami.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown. That makes it 7-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
call on a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season.
18 Cardinal.
They'll run on 1st down. Mobley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Panther 60.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side. And they got it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Jets 3.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And New York set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 11. That pass complete to Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they can snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going right back to Wilson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Marks. Who dumps this one off here to Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's Ethan Evans now. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And the Dolphins first down.
Up the middle, Achane. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And it is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Dolphins.
On play action. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They set up the screen. Achane has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throw left side complete. That's Pope. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
4 yards. First down, Miami.
A run straight ahead with Achane. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. An 18-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 21-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They juked him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New York set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down. Here we go. First and 10 at the 37.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He'll try and do this himself. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Slot man moves right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall from 10 yards out. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on the Bengals in the AFC North. And this is the Cleveland tight end. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Browns up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys at home to take on Washington. And it's the man, Saquon Barkley. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And when you've got a running back like this, just let him do his thing. Bijan Robinson. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. The Falcons lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets 10.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 8.
Throwing to start the drive. Marks.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense,
they'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 7.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. Looking to throw. Marks. This one deep for Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he's into the clear again. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point out. Try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York set to take the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Marks. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Marks. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Come on, set.
Moore, the man in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Marks. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go now.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Newton. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Dolphins.
Here we go. Saturday's ready.
Here's McCarthy. He finds his man complete. That's Newton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Sanders has it over the middle. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And goal.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
On now the Miami field goal unit. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Shut up.
Back to throw now on first down. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think he's a focal point, but that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Dolphins, first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Shut up. Viking 18. Go.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
First down, Miami.
18 Cardinal, 18.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Got a man and he hits it in stride. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Let's go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Sanders got it for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out now come the Jets. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Marks. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Marks. He finds Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
That's good for a Jets 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back to throw. Marks. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Go.
Looking to throw. Marks. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this. But they've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Mobley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they will take a knee here. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Miami, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.